The 29th of November 2017-1255, London, the UK, has welcomed steps taken towards reopening of two ports in Yemen and the resumption of UN flights to Sana'a Airport, Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson said Tuesday. Johnson's statement came following a London forum attended by foreign ministers of the UK, Saudi Arabia, the U.A.E, and Oman US. Undersecretary of State for Political Affairs also participated. The UK will continue to press for humanitarian and commercial access to be restored to all ports, so that the already dire humanitarian situation does not deteriorate further, he said. We will also be taking forward the unled diplomatic process, as well as reviewing the security situation, including the recent attempted ballistic missile strike. A joint communiqué released following the meeting said the ministers received a briefing from the UN Special Envoy, and discussed the political, humanitarian and security situation. It said the ministers underlined that the conflict has created an urgent humanitarian crisis and agreed that there was a shared responsibility among all parties to ensure safe, rapid and unhindered access for goods and for humanitarian personnel throughout Yemen. They discussed how they could enhance inspection mechanisms to prevent weapons smuggling into Yemen, while ensuring unimpeded movement of goods into and throughout Yemen. Also strongly condemning the November 4 missile attack on Saudi capital Riyadh, they expressed support for Saudi Arabia and its legitimate security concerns. The foreign ministers underlined that the firing of ballistic missiles by Houthi forces into neighboring countries posed threats to regional security and prolonged the conflict. Ministers called for an immediate end to such attacks by Houthi forces and their allies. The communiqué said the ministers expressed strong support for UN efforts to investigate the origins of the missiles and take appropriate action, and backed a redoubling of efforts to reach a political solution, which remains the only route to ending the conflict and addressing security threats to Yemen's neighbors. At the meeting, the foreign ministers also recognized the need for all sides to show flexibility and abandon preconditions, and called on the Houthis and their allies to engage the UN Special Envoy Ismail Old Sheikh Ahmed on the political process.